You gotta love this Buddhisty stuff, huh? My. Oh, well, let's see now. Wow. Yeah, the guys that were selling this stuff, well, they're into deceased estates, temple, shrine refurbishment, all that kind of stuff. Real kind of cool stuff they're into. They're saying that these, this is Buddhist, part of a temple, and the Mushi Ali had rotted out the wedges. I just made up some wedges out of ply just to make that happen. I guess I would suggest some hardwood, something like that. Just some simple wedge to pop in there. Look a bit better than what I've done here, but I'll include those. And yeah, so the Mushi Ali, which is white ants, had rotted out the wood after all the years, and the wedges were rotted out, and therefore they weren't sitting tight, and they put them in storage. Now these guys, the temple itself ended up being refurbished, and they found these in storage. Now, these would not have seen the light of day. Now I took a picture earlier. I mean, wow. I took a picture earlier of everyone knew I wanted these, but I totally broke the bank on this. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Can't help myself. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back to rice and curry again. Wow. This here, that's the Emperor's seal right there. I took a picture of it when this piece was out. This is brass, this base plate, and this is bronze. It's awesome. Back in the day, you would have had like a hook here, and on this one too, to support, like to hold a hook to put your little candlestick removery thing. Now this here, from what I understand it, see it cracked there, still very solid, but cracked there, and I think what they're trying to explain to me is I had a whole bunch of stuff on the back of this truck, a whole bunch of the Buddhist stuff, you know, they're pulling it all out of this temple, and so that would have had a whole bunch of stuff piled on top of it, so that's sort of been a bit bent too, so you know, that's that, but no biggie. It's no biggie at all. That's very solid anyways. But yeah, I've got to get a pretty penny for these. These are rare as. You see all the patina on these things. And here also, look at all the, as I say, I've just made up, you know, some wedges out of just some ply, and then they sit real tight. And yeah, look at all that patina. These, wow, yeah. The rarity of being able to get hold of these is, yep, yeah. So these guys know. They haven't seen me for ages, but a lot of these guys have held stuff for me over the years and contacted me and all that stuff, and I've had my hands tied, you know, been shackled basically. I haven't been able to do anything, but yeah. It's just rapt to be there. Yes, these are, well, what am I thinking? I want to keep them. I can't. Can you just hold on to them for 10 years or something for me? Yeah, actually, those arrows over there just reminded me, they had some bows there, and I was like, oh god, I shouldn't buy these. I shouldn't. Can't afford to, but I just bought them. I can't wait to go into the mountains, and 2 old school bamboo bows. Broke the bank on those, but there was some extra stuff with them, and I wanted those, and that too, so went for that. Yeah, I'll tell you, I got some I got some stuff. Yeah. Over this weekend I'll be listing some things. I'm thinking it's possible to sea freight them, and that would be about, I don't want to get rid of these. Get rid of them. Oh, yeah. No, I wish they were like right here. But see, these there you would have your big Buddhist bell, right, and then these side by side, or in the vicinity, and in the Buddhist temple. Let me get on with this. Yeah, we're talking the base plate itself. We're talking a diameter of what's that, 325. Be a bit more. Yes, 325. Look at that, the Buddhist, the Buddhist, and with the Emperor's seal. Yeah, did I get that right? 325. I think it was 770. Yeah. And 770 mil or thereabouts. 770. Right, so it's thereabouts 770 centimeters. Right, so 77 centimeters. Right. So 770 mil. You're looking at tall. Yeah, the real deal. Bronze, brass. These are the real deal. You can wait around a few hundred years. Maybe you'll have the opportunity to get some like this. But I doubt that. Right, I could sea freight them, and it would cost around like $80, or maybe $90, something like that. I was checking the freight there. Now with this what do you call it again? The tentative extra charges for EMS. We're looking at got to get a pretty penny for those. No. But yeah, they're for someone that's real serious about setting up a temple, that sort of thing. I'm thinking of a few people out there that would be very keen indeed. I might show this incense burner a bit later on, and I reckon that would complement that real well, especially with an old school bell. Let's see now. I think that we're probably going to look at, they're around 3.5 kilos each, so you're looking at 7. Let's just work this out. See, this tentative extra charge thing is quite a hit. It is. So eBay, remember, takes 10% of freight money, so you're talking 3.5 kilos for those each. Now that takes you to 7. Now these are going to have some pretty good packing, because it's elongated plus width. It's going to be a bit wonky, but I have to figure something out there. So I'm talking at least 10 kilos, maybe even more, because they gotta be looked after good. So the problem is when you get up to things like that with this extra charge thing, you're looking at, if it was 10 kilos, which it might actually be a bit more. Originally it would be like Ichiman Yonsen Hakuin, which is like $140, and plus Hassen was about $75, and then so that's Nima Nissen Hakuin, which is around $220. But then you're looking at eBay's 10% on top of it. You're talking about $250. You know what I mean? Because say if it reached 11, you'd be like that. So what I'm thinking, what I might do, put it up for what they definitely deserve, and then I'll pay that freight, the EMS, the fast freight. So they're They're no El Cheapo things. These are the real deal from a Buddhist temple. How often does a Buddhist temple, a famous one indeed, get refurbished? How often does that happen? So yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. Oh God, I want to keep these. I do, but yeah, I've got a price here. I'm thinking I could cover the. I could pay for this. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. And hey, if no one buys them, good. I'll be happy enough to keep them around. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe I should show that now, and then get on to some other stuff. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go hide them back there somewhere. Right. Okay, that's that. Yeah. Don't take off his chair. Well, I bet you it's been a while since this thing has had some incense burning in it. As you can see, all the incense sticks in there, the old ones and all that. Because around the edges it was quite soft, but in here it was quite hard. So I think it's been quite a while. Just all gummed up there, and maybe it was out in the weather for a while and got a bit of water in there or something, made it a bit harder. But I'll go through this in a minute. I'm gonna dump all that out. I'm also going to add this. As I was over there hiding those those awesomenesses, those two pieces of awesome, I found this piece. I haven't seen this for years. Look at that, eh? This is the real deal, old school lantern, and that would have had a back in the day would have had a candle placed in there, and I used to have it. Oh, look at that. Old school. Yeah, that's just rad. Yeah, alright, I'll include that. Isn't that cool? Might have been rewired a few times, and had new paper put on, because the material itself, the metal, is like whole lot. I don't know, maybe, who knows? Don't know. Awesome. Now this is the real deal incense. Got some. Yeah, there's some right there. And that. Yeah, I used to keep it there, didn't I? For some reason I moved it. I have to put that piece of diarrhea art. No one bought that. That's a real deal. There's arrows over there. That's a real deal arrowhead. Samurai stuff right there. That's authentic. Yep. Alright, yeah, I bought a few bows. There was some bows there, and I had a good look at them. Oh god, I have those. What they are. And telling myself, don't buy anything unless it's absolutely necessary to do so. Yeah, well, yeah, well, can't help myself. Bad habits. Drive my car. Yeah, there's a chap out there. He's keen on. I've been looking at this. That thing's just too big for sea freight, and to send it via air, especially these days, all those extra charges are just couldn't happen. But I did mention to a chap, yeah, if you see some of those around, I saw one at the auction. I was actually bidding on it, and there was a chap there, and yeah, he's just buying everything. And I was like, oh, shit, I better not get on the wrong side of this guy. So yeah, oh god, I tell you, the auction circuit, it's awesome. It's just great. Your friends, your rivals, but your friends. And, I was so pleased to be out there again. And yeah, if I can continue selling things. You know, obviously, as everyone knows, you know, things are taking a long time, and but they're getting there. They are getting there. If only eBay's sort of feedback thing wasn't just restricted to 3 months, because some people after 5 months they get their thing and they're like, whoa, and they want to give me a good feedback. You know, sometimes they get extra prezzies in there. I've got like my extra present basho over here, like that thing. I just found that. I thought, yeah, that would go well with that. And depends, like, you know, if it goes over the weight restrictions. Like as I was saying earlier with this, for instance, you know, say if, or I mean, like with sea freight, for example. This is here, this is EMS here, but it says like 6 kilo mud air and 5.5 to 6 kilo, so it doesn't really give you much of a range. But mud air meaning up to, in that case. Like for sea freight, it goes kilo by kilo, and therefore, say if it come up at 5.1 kilos, that would mean I've got a range of, you know, I've got an extra 900 grams. So in a case like that, depending on the configuration of the box and what it is, and, you know, if it's possible, yeah, sometimes people get just sort of extra shit, extra stuff, a few extra pieces of shit. Well, you know, shit like that, and you know, shit like that, and shit like that, and you know, look at that. That's probably 100 years old, you know. And, yeah, a few bits of extra shit. Cool. Something like that. That's military. There's a few. Yeah. That's Navy right there. Yeah. A few extra bits of shit. My stuff's not shit. God damn it. Take myself out and take myself around the back there and beat the shit out of myself. Hey, I'm having a good time. That's what it's about. Yeah, I remember earlier I was driving along and I was like, I feel bad, you know? Sort of like, I've been feeling bad for about 15 months, all this shit's been going on. And I'm like, what the fuck am I feeling bad? I shouldn't feel it, because I've been feeling that for so long. It's like, it's just expected, you know? It's a very strange feeling. I think a lot of people must be feeling that. Maybe some bad people want to just keep this virus thing rolling, just so people feel bad and fucking top themselves or something. And so I just stopped myself and said, hang on, you know, feel good, feel in the moment. And I was driving through these rice fields, and I was like, feel in the moment, you know, it's good. It's good. Alright, won't knock you out. Yeah, you know, so don't let it get you down. Just, yeah. Oh, damn, the smell of this stuff is on. Yes, I might have some more of that around. See, just try and feel good. Don't let all this pain and all this bad stuff just keep you down. Ooh, what we have here? Still got some. I bought 2 boxes of that stuff. I've had it for years, and every now and again, like I was saying with that, you know, a few little things, extra bits and pieces going here and there. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to scoop out all that stuff. Years and years and years of all that incense that's been burnt over the years. Yeah. And then I'll move this over to the door in the shower. I bought this at an auction years ago. It's been a U-Butte unit. It was cut, you see. The wiring was cut, so I bought it just in the hope that it might work. You know, someone cuts your lead, you think, oh, maybe it's stuffed, and the valve system itself was a bit shot, and I bypassed a few things but kept the valve systems open, and oh no one wants to hear that story. Anyways, it's safe. They say with air compressors you got to let the moisture out every now and again, because it is possible for them to explode or some shit like that. Alright, now I'm going to take those incense sticks out, go and dump all that stuff, and then, because I'd love to keep all that stuff in there, you know, that's years and years and years of incense. Look how much will come off there, and look how much is in there. Years and years and years of use, and I'm going to go and dump it all. But yeah, I'd love to keep it all in there, but it makes it quite heavy, and we'll make it a whole lot lighter. Alright. Well, the battery just decided to cut out. I'm surprised about that. I thought we had a whole lot more than that. Okay, I'll pop that. I bought this little dealie because this thingy here I charge directly, but I've got the chargy thing there, got another thingy there. Oh, I have to go and get that. Oh, alright, let's sort this out. Yeah, I was just saying that there's a few coat pots around there, and oh, what do we have here? What do we have over there? Oh, there's those lanterns, and I'm gonna have to, got loads of them, I'm gonna have to pull a few more of those out, because that'd be awesome for parties and all kinds of whatevers. Yeah, I've got some more brass pots and things around, so, and some over there. Just sort of give me a heads up if you're looking at that sort of thing. Right, let's get back to this then. Yeah, these blokes, yeah, playing Go, and that bloke's having a bit of a yawn. A couple of chicks here doing their thing. Down here we've got some kind of creature. I don't know what that's supposed to be. No. Some kind of thing. Don't. Oh, this dude. What's he doing? He looks like he's having a bad day. He doesn't look too happy. What's he doing? This bloke here, this looks like a kid. I don't know. Maybe being admonished. Some nice trees here, and there's also a bit of staining here. I believe that's why they decided to sell it. That's why I was able to obtain it at an auction house. Insects. Now this dude's having a bit of a sit down. Now, I think this bloke's playing a flute, a Zen flute. Yes, and then the tree there. Huh? Beautiful, huh? There you go. There you go. Beautiful. That and that go together. Yeah. And so I'll sea freight that, and put packing around all that thing and all that nonsense, and do all that. That's beautiful. Very old, and I believe that would complement some of the other things like those candlestick holders. So you've got beautiful big Buddhist bell right there, candle holders each side, that in front, incense burning. You might just need some kimonos or something like that. I don't know, or maybe some real deal wood carving of a dude, Dharma maybe, right there. Yeah. Yeah. I'll wait till you see that saw. I saw that might be watching this bloke. I reckon you might be keen on that. It's awesome. Yeah, I don't know where I'd find any kimonos there. I just have no idea where I'd find a kimono around here. Oh, there. Oh, that's cool. Alright, might include that with this. This is groovy. Just a replica piece, but it's going to be so groovy for someone to go to a fancy dress party or something like that. Right, get back onto this. I've already wasted that battery. No one listens to my stories. Beautiful piece. That would just go awesome. Yeah, not kidding you. Yeah, it's been outside for a while, I think. Yeah, that cleaned up, or just as it is, with real, you know what I'm talking about. Right, get on to the next thing, Darren. You're just messing about. That's all you're doing, because you're just starting to feel happy again. Can't have that. No. Okay, let's have a look at this. I'm gonna set it up over there. This is really something. There's the it's gone through the change of the bell ceremony. Beautiful. No flaws, no cracks, no nothing. And some other paint flecky things. It's a change of the bell ceremony stuff right there. What a beauty. This here, that's a real deal memorial bell. Now I've got a striker for it in that over there, which is just right for it. I'm thinking of setting it up here. Yeah, I'll set it up over here. I've got a bit more light just there so I can sort of show you. I went to take a few pictures of the kanji and it sort of didn't really come out the way it doesn't accentuate it at all. I think I might pop it up here and give it a few taps. Oh my, this is, yeah, it's a memorial. Yeah, where do I get that from? California, isn't it? Look at the patina going on in here. My. It's the light itself. I'll wait till you see that. Oh my. It's let's see, diameter wise, here to here, 200 mil, and it's exactly 300 mil tall, but it's actually 303, which would be, that's shaku size. That'd be, is it 10 shaku? Is that right? Yeah, 10 shaku. Because shaku goes in increments of 10, and 303 I think is 10 shaku. So yeah, you'll see here the kanji itself here. This tells us it's a mate of mine sent me some info for this. Showa Niju. Yeah, I see it too. Good. There we go. And then just like monkey magic. There you go. Right. Showa Niju go nen Hachigatsu Tsuitachi, or first day. So the first day. So if I can get that. There we go. Showa ni. There we go. Why? Okay. Showa ni ju nen hachigatsu tsuitachi. Now that means the first day of August 1950 was this is a commissioned memorial bell. It's for the memorial of, let me get my information here. There's Nick DiPolo. Okay, what we got here? That's not right. That one messages. That one. Okay, now let's see if you can see here. Right. It's not coming out too good. This tells us. I've lost it. Now, this tells us that it's Onchi, which is the name of a village, Onchi Mura. Now, let's see, Onchi Mura. Right. We've got down here. Right, that's it. Now, I've got it written here. Onchi Mura, village, meaning Onchi, name of the village. Mura, meaning village. Let's see. Yeah, really scripted this well, you know. Gappei combining. Right now, which one is that? Right, Gappei Onchi Mura. Gappei combining and Kinen memorial. Down here, memorial. Now what this is saying, and over here we've got Roku, that means 6. Let's see, Roku #1, and what, Nihongo #1 Ichiban or something like that. Roku #1, Ku Ward. So what's happening here is villages are combining to become a ward. Say for instance, I live in Nishi Ward, which is West Ward, and you've got like Sawara Ward, Sawara-ku. I live in Nishiku. Sawara-ku is South Ward, Chuo-ku, Central Ward, Higashi-ku, East Ward, like that. Kita, Kita means north. Anyway, that'd be the ocean. Anyways, so what it's this particular bell was commissioned specifically for as a memorial bell for the combining these villages into an actual ward, and prior to that they probably governed themselves or whatever like that for centuries. Yeah, this piece here, that's where they in the casting, where they break it off from the casting, and it's a marvelous piece. Here you'll find is a little bit more wear, just a tad. Hasn't been struck that much more than this one, so I would say that this section here was closest to the sliding door of its temple. Now, it's just perfect. I'm just going to struggle with my knuckle right now. Check this out. Alright, yep. Oh, wow. It's got incredible reverberation. This is beautiful. A real deal memorial bell. Yeah, they're rare. Right, I'm gonna go set it up over there right now. Rare. Yeah, only one was made of the for the combining of this particular ward. So yeah, there you go. And guess who owns it? Wow. There you go. I'm gonna go set it up right now. Alright, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe my battery's going a bit flat or something. That might have cut out. Right, what was the plan here? Yeah. I like that. Good deep resonance bell. Artisan bells are very difficult to get hold of. Sometimes the prices just go ridiculous. And sometimes you get lucky. You might be at a place where the type of people that want certain things, they might not be there. But the worst thing when you think you've got a chance to get something when you're at the auction house and some dudes roll up and you're like, no. But you can't win them all, they say. Alright, I'm going to take some pictures of this. Okay, now I've got it all laid out. Let's see now. Where do we begin here? Right, with the Daruma wood carving. Right. Wow, isn't he rad? That's real deal wood carving right there. Now, wouldn't he be cool? Chucking him out will be best like under the eaves or something. And plonking him out side somewhere. Wouldn't that be great? He's awesome. Look, some dude's gone into the woods and selected a chunk of wood to create this awesome sculpture of Daruma. Where's another Daruma? I'm sure I had one around here somewhere. Yeah, I've got some around. Isn't that rad? There you go. So sea freight with that, and as with all of these, well, that can't go via sea freight, it's too long. But yeah, I'll sea freight this most of this stuff. So separate listings. Yeah, sea freight, and as I have to mention so often these days with this virus thing, a lot of ships are just sort of waiting for their opportunity to unload. In fact, a bloke was telling me that there's a whole load of containers. They can't get hold of containers now at the moment, and it's pretty difficult to get hold of containers because they're all holed up somewhere, and I guess big corporations have gone, right, they're all ours. Yeah, so the smaller operations are having trouble to get them. Anyways, now, but not the postal service, obviously. Now, okay, so there's that Daruma. He's just rad. I've got the measurements. He's 46 centimeters tall, and he's pretty heavy. So yeah, sea freight him. Yeah, sea freight's used to be 6 weeks to 3 months. It's taken longer, but things are getting through, and you just have to sort of, don't blame me. Many did. Yeah, like I created the fucking virus, Pardon my French. Imagine how ticked off you can be about what happened to me, But, alas, others have got it worse. Now, let's have a look here. We have, next up on The Price is Right, we have the short pea saw, I'm calling it. The short project saw. And now what we have here, 51 centimeter blade. You've got all kinds of kanji going on here. The same mob as these dudes. Now, we have a broken tooth. There we are. And it's very old school. Look at this, the mushies. The insects have chewed right into that handle. It's very solid, but that couldn't go to Australia. They'd have a cry over that. But Americans, they're hard enough to handle it. It's old school, beautiful. I reckon someone out there would love to have this as a project. It's going to be crazy cheap. Sea freight this. You got your blade protector there. There's more stuff there. What is that? That's Showa, isn't it? Showa Nijusan then. Alright, so that's 23rd year of the Showa period. 1948. There you go. That's 1948. At least that chunk of wood there is. Whether that's been changed or not, I don't know. But yeah, you've got one broken tooth. The rest are fine. So, if you were to, I don't know the tempering on these things, how deep that goes. Possibly you can cut yourself. You know what you're doing. Look at that. You can see where it's all been beaten into submission. That's good. Beautiful. It's just a beautiful piece. Crazy cheap. Because when I bought this, I bought them both. I noticed the sneaky ones. I went early and I opened all of this up and had a look. So I actually knew that it had a broken tooth. But others didn't bid. The dudes that usually would. Because I bet they checked too. Or they already knew. Someone mentioned it. And they thought, oh, the dumb guy Jin. He'll go, but I got this. Because they were together. And this is what. Yeah. Because this is what I wanted. Now. Okay, moving on. Yeah, crazy cheap for that. That'd be a great project for someone out there, or even just as a display. Yeah, nice. Now, this is the one that I wanted. My. I think that this is like an old school phone number, something like that. A mate of mine's coming on tomorrow. He loves it up here, so he's gonna. I reckon he can have a bit of a look-see, and this is perfect. Yeah, he can give me an idea what that's banging on about. I presume it's something to do with a professional company. Now, this here must have been sitting out a bit in the rain or something or whatever. So that sort of rusted out a bit right at the top there. But there's no like fault lines or anything in it. So that's fine. Oh, but. I was about to say by Buddha. By the gods. Oh, I didn't even know. Look at this. I didn't even. Oh my, that's going up. Yep. Price goes up. No, I shouldn't do that. That wouldn't be fair. I put a price of $175 on this thing because this is fantastic. Look at that. I didn't even see that because I've only just pulled out this thing from. I only just bought it yesterday. And I haven't had a real good inspection of it. Look at that. Okay, whoever gets this. Hopefully, the bloke that's got his YouTube channel is called I Saw That, and check out his channel. I just like his unique style. He's really cool. He's up there in the Yukon, and he's one of the saws he bought off me. That's on his main channel as his picture. Mine's a dragon coming out of the clouds. I actually took that picture, by the way. And I was up on a mountain, and up near. Okay, so I set it up. I had a price in mind, and as soon as I struck it, I'm like, nah. Ue means up. Wow, striking with the chamfer, get a better strike. You don't want to like double it with the flat. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Now you don't want to strike it hard. Just a nice tap. I've only struck it once with this. That was the first time I did it. Yeah. Right, striking point right there. There you go. Oh, I'll keep this camera away because it goes all batty. Yeah. Real deal memorial bell right there. Hello. He doesn't look too happy. He doesn't look too pleased. He's hanging around the neighbourhood. What's up, mate? Oh my. Let's try it. There you go. Hopefully the camera wasn't too close. The reverberation is just gorgeous. Yeah, I bet back in the day, in 1950, August 1950. Well, actually, it would have been prior to that, wouldn't it? In June, July, 1950, when they commissioned it. Personally, I think that strike was too hard, really. So just a nice light one, just like that. Like a ghost bell. Yeah, that's the one. Some bells you can hear this. This one can like ghosts. Yeah. I might awaken the gods with this one. I've struck a lot of bells over the years. Anyone that's followed me knows that that's true. Yeah, there's a lot of spirit in this bell. It's not like I'm afraid of it, but yeah, I just struck it with my knuckles when the first time I saw this bell to test it. I was like, yeah, you know, this is it. But today is the first ever time I've struck with a striker. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about that bell. If only it could. Might go through ropes off it. Sometimes they put strikers up inside and then turn it to the side and it sits in. Yeah, I saw that at a temple a while back now. But I thought, what the hell's that? You know, they didn't put it on a hook or anything like that, but they actually put it inside and then just put it on an angle and it's just sitting inside. I was like, wow. That is something. Now I can sea freight it. Airmail will be pretty expensive. Yep. There you go there. Yeah, airmail would be pretty steep. I can sea freight that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I might even find some more. Who knows? The bell itself is exactly just shy of 8 kilos, but I've got this really cool foam stuff which will make the thing lighter, the overall weight of the box. Now if I went with sea freight, which, you know, it's taken time and all that bull dust, 10% for 10% freight monies that eBay takes, and I've never charged the PayPal fees. Actually, I've never done that, so I keep shortchanging myself. But yeah, you're probably looking at about $75 sort of thing for maybe $80, maybe sea freight. 75, something like that, something like that. But with this, yeah, I managed to figure that this box might be good. I've got these really cool foam things. Like, I was at the supermarket the other day, and they've got these boxes where you can just take all the ones you want. I can't take like vegetable boxes or, you know, stuff like that, because the post service don't want them. And I managed to find a whole bunch of these sort of things, foam thingies, and I can cut these up and do all kinds of things and other types of foam, and that was cool. So that's good stuff for packing materials. Yes. So yeah, this air freight thing, you know, tend to use extra charges and some blah blah blah, but you're talking, you know, over $200 to send it via, it's an extra nearly $70 just in extras, you know. But you're talking, you know, eBay takes 10%. You're talking, yeah, maybe about $230 just to send it via airmail, sorry, EMS, which is some form of airmail. And guess what you get here? Suki, yeah, you get the Suki. I had it a bit earlier. You get the Suki menu. There you go. Where do they have maybe they have the Teishokus. Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I eat. I'll go with that one. 570 yen. You don't told you. Oh, Jinko's out. You can have that. Moshi Sogashkana, Chakato Ocha, meaning tea, Oninga. Right. Let's stop messing about. Fantastic. Now, yes, alright, so in order to make sure that you go right there, right? You stay there. Oh, what do we have here? Tanuki. Look at this. This little guy. Isn't he cute? There's his little feet. He's made out of stone. See? He's made out of a rock. He's cool. And this is really smooth right here. Really, and that's been carved. And he's little cute feet. Isn't he cool? I've got a Tanuki just out here. Just sort of skip them on somehow. There he is. Tanuki. In fact, there's one that lives over there, but they've been moving a whole bunch of stuff. So he comes along inside the roof, and he's been living in there, over there. Yes, little groovy rock tunnel key. I paid too much for him, to be honest, but oh well. I'd love to have him in my yard, but he's for you. Yeah, there's tunnel key. Now what we have here is a beautiful. This is an artisan bell. Now, if I wasn't so stupid and messing around and stuff, ow! I can't get goddamn shoes on anymore. I would have measured the thing. Personal. What do we got here? Artisan bell, personal bell, personal artisan bell. And I've managed not to. Bell, bell. Right. Gonna put some extra things with it. Some accessories to go with it. Right. So weighed that up. I'm gonna sea freight this too. As I say, used to be 6 weeks to 3 months with this virusy thing. It seems they're starting to say, okay, we're going to start opening up. So, some people have been waiting like 5 months, 6 months for things, but they're getting there. And in fact, many buyers have said, man, I'm so happy I've got this stuff. I want to give you feedback, but the time frame's over for the feedback thing. eBay does only 3 months, and then you can't give feedback. My feedback would be back up to where it was, 100%. You know, 100%. Yeah, do some rap dancing. Okay, what do you get here? I went into my resources over there, Buddhist resources. Just grabbed a few things randomly. I actually closed my eyes and went, yeah, I just said that. And it ended up with that. I was talking about this earlier. This is probably about 100 years old. That's a real deal Sark haircut right there. Yeah, none of this fancy stuff. Real deal, fancy stuff. That, well, you can just find out what that is. That's cool. Real deal incense. Yep, I was burning some a bit earlier in this really cool incense burner. I'm talking a bit faster right now because I'm wondering about the battery. Charging another one, but the amperage is really low on that. You know, I bought. Okay, rudimentary folding fan. Yeah. Yeah. Brand new striker, of which I obtained. Oh, let's just go with the size first. Diameter. Yeah. Roughly 145 there. Roughly 140 there. So let's just say 143. 143 diameter. Let's go with height. 200 mil. 200 T. Okay. Let's get on with this. This particular bell here, which is awesome, by the way. Look at that. It's a flute player, and then the wind came. I was thinking about writing a book called that. That would be the title. And then the wind came. Look at this. And the gods comes along with flute. The design itself is delightful. Two gods coming along. Dragon up here with a single frame, single handle style. Isn't that cool? That's rare. This here, one of those deep sounding deals where you don't strike it hard or you lose the sound. What I've been doing with striking it, you can just try a few different areas. I've been going on the actual rim to get what I'm looking for. And I'll keep this camera away from the mic away from. I've been striking down low. trying to find where it is now, I think. But that's better. You'll find there's a lot of reverberation with it. If you strike hard, you lose it. So this sort of type of bell, I've seen this before. You it's got a very deep tone to it. That's the design of it. Now you've got these things, I presume that they're expected to be striking points. Oh, there's right. That there, and that there. So I've been working with that too, trying to find. So I was striking on the rim until I found these things that are different style of striking points by far I've ever seen before. And still here. So you find that it has a very deep resonance, and many an artisan bell has that sort of thing. So it's a different type of bell with artisan bells. They're sort of more personalised type of bells. That's what they are. Right. And yeah, I like it. Like it. Right. I'm going to take a few pictures of this and these thingies here. And yeah, they're just rare. Artisan bells are just rare, because they're one-offs. Like the design, I mean, one-offs. Like that's a one-off bell, but the design is Buddhist. Yeah, and, you know, we've got not a standard, but it's what you would expect to see at a Buddhist temple. But this is more of an art. I don't know what happened there. But my camera is starting to be a bit silly. Yes. What's going on there? But anyways, look at this. There's the kanji on that. Look at that. Whoa. Let's see if we can get it. It's saying only got 2 minutes to go on this thing. This is very strange. I might have to change the thingy. Yeah. Wow, look at that. So this is going to be, it has to go via EMS fast air, which is still sort of backlogged a fair bit, but a hell of a lot faster than sea freight for certain. Yeah, because of the length of it. And it's too long to go via sea freight. Handles all awesome. The teeth are just perfect. They're all awesome. It's just superb ripsaw. Just have faith the teeth are all awesome. I'm trying to hurry a bit because it's telling me I've only got a minute and a half. Usually it's 17 minutes, so I think I might have to change the memory card. Now, oh yeah, that's just have faith. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Look at that. Fantastic. Yumma. Mountain. Look at that. Beautiful. This is top class stuff. I really should put it up for more, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm such a dickhead sometimes. I mean, why didn't I inspect it first? I'm not kidding you. I didn't. I only just bought this yesterday. Yeah, oh. 40 seconds. Now I'm going to put this over there so my mate can look at it. Better put it in the. I better put it in the protector. It's savage. Yeah, I'll change the memory card and see if that makes a difference. My boy, this is Look at that. Self out of the. Damn, I can't get myself out of the shadows. Keep following me. Alright, that's that. Alright, I'll cut this off and get another memory card. Now, I'll change the memory card. I've been trying to get some decent pics of the kanji there. I bet it's nearly 6 o'clock in the evening. We're gonna start hearing the 6 o'clock song. I reckon. Ow! What are you doing? Turn off. Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to get a decent. Got the. Oh, look at that, man. It'll just sell itself just like that. Really, are they that elaborate? But yeah, that's top class stuff right there. That's why I went pretty big on this. And I should ask for a lot more. Well, it does have that. You know, it rusted out a bit there. And I can tell you there was a bit of a sharp bit there. I guess you can lock that off because I'm blood brothers with this blade now because I cut myself a little bit just on that. Hard enough to handle that. Right, that's that. Now let's move on to something. Let's see where we are. Yeah, like that. Pop that over there. Look at this. I mean, these dudes are. Yeah. There's something going on with that, that's for sure. I'll have to ask my mates. I'm gonna show up on the mirror. Hey, how's that, eh? I've got a that's a police hat. Isn't that cool? Oh, you're impersonating a police officer now. Cool. And I've got the highway. Oh, I'm playing around again. I'm supposed to be working right now. I brought back my highway toll booth dude hat. There's another one. It's probably fallen down the back there somewhere. Yeah, there's the highway patrol. Highway chips. How old am I? Yeah. Because I was getting real bad sunburn on the noggin on my Bruce Willis hairstyle. And so I wore this all the way back. Oh man. And the Japanese, anything that's sort of out of the ordinary, they're like, conformity. Right, now where were we? Long pull saw, right, a replica helmet. Now, this thing here is just grooves. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna C-frake that too. Now this comes with an awesome, this is probably new old stock, this kimono, and it's just radalicious. It's got cool, come on, family crest, there and all that. An awesome yukata from my ever depleting yukata resources, and they've got a few more. I think they're new. They're just great. Out of the shower, you'd like that. So I'm chucking that in with it. And now this replica helmet thing, I pay way too much for it because I wanted those. Here comes that song. The 6 o'clock song to tell us to go home. Because there's a lot of rice fields around here, so that sort of gives them an indication, so they don't carry a watch, have to carry a watch on them all day long. Right, now this here, now it could do a bit of fixing, do with a bit of fixing. That plunks in there, and yeah, you could mess about with it and fix it up and glue that on there or whatever. And that bit's missing, sadly. But you can wear it. You can chuck it on your noggin, and it's wearable. I reckon that's actually a paper from a poem. Now I reckon, yeah, if you fix it up and play around with it, no, I'm not going to charge too much. In fact, I'm going to lose out on this one. And you can make your own way that there. See, I would say make your own family crest up. You know, like, something like that, or something groovy rad like that. Arrow feathers. Yeah, and you have yourself a groovy hat, and with the kimono, that's why I'm including that, so you can be the life of the party. And it's a bit of copper that's fallen off from underneath that bit there. So chuck all that together again, and you should have a bit of a laugh. You know, just put that together, or maybe you could just rip this off and then just have that. That's cool, you know, just as a party hat. Rad. Now, this sea freight thing obviously take a bloody long time to eventually get there. Don't blame me, blame your government. Just storm the buildings or whatever where they hang out, and demand that you know, you get the planes in the air, and then we'll have sail economy air, which I would generally send something like that with. Okay, now let's move on to Meiji helm. Now, this sort of thing, if you check out, say, The Last Samurai, you'll see something like this. This is the real deal. Now, I would say that this was worn maybe around 1840s or something, in the interim period where the last remnants of the samurai were fighting against the government soldiers. And I would say that this dude would have been a government soldier type of dude. And here, in here, still got a fair bit of this stuff, but it's missing one of these dealies. Under here, there's usually another one there, and that balances it out. So what I would do, I'd just yank that one out, or make another one and plonk it in there. Still got some dealies where you could reattach it, work with it. And the lacquer, obviously, the urushi lacquer is starting to go away, you know, and but let's face it, it's a real deal. Been kicking around for a long time. Real deal, come on. Family crest, real deal. And it comes with this also long kimono. Might do with an iron or something, I guess. Here's a family crest on this one. And a real deal, awesome new yukata. So I'll see you freight that. Yeah, you can plonk that one on your noggin. I would, yeah, maybe yank that out or make another one, and then you'll be you can wear that, or put it in a glass cabinet for posterity, something like that. Now moving on to the arrow come on helm. It's here. I actually switched the kimonos because I was going through my kimono resources over there, and I found an affiliate clan. Now this again is the real deal. Doesn't have the attachments anymore. All that's gone. But condition wise, I mean, a bit rough there, but you know, for what it is, this is the real deal. This is Edo period, 1603 to 1868. This is the real deal. Now here, again, we've got another, like I say, a kimono, and this one here. Where did I find something else? Some other kimono around here somewhere. Alright, now see here, these are an affiliate clan. Arrow feathers. So nice long kimono right there. So I figured that they would complement each other very well. Shan't be asking too much. And again, we have another awesome new yukata. This one's a bit of mothballs. Someone took care of it. Yeah. So there you have it. It's and it would have, in my presumption, I'd say five. Come on this thing. 4, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 2 in the front. 2 in the front, center of the back, and on the side, the sleeve, 2 at the back. So there's that. That's the real deal. I've got a another Jingasa over here, which so as I say, I paid too much for that thing, but they were included. So I was like, alright, I have to go high because I have to go high because they were all included. So well, this one wasn't. That one was at one of my mate's places up in the mountains. That particular one there, that's right. But yeah, so I'm going to call this the Ronin Jingasa, because that's also a real deal. It's soft on the sides now. This is one of those compressed paper type of deals, and generally it goes real hard and stays hard, but not to be around there. This one here, it I reckon with a bit of work could put it back together, or again, there's another posterity type deal. I'll list that at some stage, but it's like a frisbee. Yeah, I'm just going to call that the Ronin Jingasa. I could just get some of this black lacquer, Rushi lacquer, blue, Kamakura red, something. That I have any black anymore. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to send this stuff due to being inflammable. I used to kick ass selling that stuff until I knock on the door. Didn't know. Oops. It's just not looking happy enough, mate. All right, now. All right, that's that. So they won't be expensive. And I reckon that'd be a great project. Also, that obviously a great project. But that helmet there, that'd be a fantastic project to play with, and then have that as a costume. Now, I was going to include a replica sword until I realised, hang on. I open a few of these up and I'm like, hang on, some of these are just way too good. I did have a short Bokuto. This is a Bokuto. Yeah. Yeah. Bokuto right there. Now I did have a short one. I might have sent it somewhere or other. I don't know where it is now. I was going to see about including this, but but it's just too good. Yeah, it's just too good. And there's another one in there that I was considering, but it's just, you know, whenever you've got this style, don't put your hand over here. So, you never want to put your hand over here too much, because when you handle a real one, not good. You want to be more back like that, so you don't have a bit of an ouchie poos. Tip. Yeah, there's another one in here somewhere that I kind of made a consideration for. This one, I figured it just looks rad, but nah, it's too cool. See, don't want to go too high, just enough. Yeah, just like that. So you've got a bit of distance. So when you close it, you don't have a bad day and find out what the word byoin means. Right, just off, and that's how I touched it. Yeah, so there you go. Well then, now see, there's a movement that you can do as you draw your kitana. It was just Mortal Kombat, and as you draw, you slice at the same time, like you're actually attacking at the Yes. Oh, shut up, me. Right, that'll do for today, I think. Tomorrow I think I'll try and do something with those. Got some radalicious thing here, which is just really bad. Just sort of, something just cool. I just figured I want that. And this thing, yeah. It's just, yeah. That's that. Now, beautiful antique bowls. I mean, they're pretty much, there's a lot of them around, and people sort of want them and don't want them. But they're real deal wood bowls from serious antiques. And that's the top. Real deal. Ruchy lacquered wood bowls. Rice in there, the whole stack of them in there. That's good stuff. I mean, really good. I don't know, people sort of don't seem to know much about them or whatever, or they're quite prevalent or whatever. And prevalent means I've got a whole lot of stuff that I don't know. Right. Yeah, I've got a cool lion dog in here, and that's cool. Yeah, things. Alright, I've put in quite a bit. Oh, every single day, I'll tell you. Every single day every single day I've been on it. You know, like for ages. You know? Like just every day work and work and work, and gotta be here, gotta be there, gotta be in two places at one time, and just on it, making things happen. And you know, I had to sort out my car's shuck-in and all kinds of shit. Oh my. But that's cool. I'm actually quite optimistic and happy, which is very rare. So don't worry, life will give me a beat down. Oh, it does. I guess after half a century I'm kind of getting used to it. Right, I'm going to go back. I'm starting to... Well, that could have been worse. Oh, I forgot to put my driver back there. Yeah. Right. Whew, okay. I did eventually get the air hose on it. Sometimes, like, it's caked on and sticks on and all that, and you have to... different types. I haven't really had much to do with that sort of stuff, but I'll show you best I can. I was doing battle with this spider earlier. He was here and he wanted to go in. I'm like, no, dude, get out. Oh god, spend all that time with nature. Now, it's got this iron plate here that lifts up, and there's your wooden frameworky base thing on there. So what I would do is either get a ceramic piece and put it there, or maybe get some hard grain stuff, sand, and whack it there, and then some softer sand as a covering, and then you'll have a layer to start putting your incense sticks in. What it did have, I'll just show you. What it did have is see, oh my, I tell you, talk about old school. Look at this. This is all ceramic stuff. Now that's all broken away now. Alright. And that's sat over the top. That's rusting. That's transferred over to this ceramic bit. Yeah. See, look how old school that is. That's just old school. And see there, look at all these little butt ends of incense over the years. So if you wanted to make up a piece of clay or something like that, go real deal, put an overlay of clay on that metal plate, and then you've got yourself yeah, you got it back to the way it originally was. Now I'll just weigh that now, and I'll add that. Like I said, I was going to add that other little piece. sort that out. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. That piece there. Right. Let's have a look at this. What I've done is I've measured up here. So it's 241 mil. 241 mil tall. What I've done is because some people might want to place it into something, so I've gone from, say, here tall here, rather than say just sort of taking a rough diameter or whatever. So I've gone, say, alright, so from that point, well, not from that point, but from that point there. Handles are all good, by the way. That's just some junk on it. God, there's spider webs and stuff all over. This has been somewhere. So I've gone 325 mil from that point to that point. But main body, you could say you're talking roughly 290. Yeah, maybe 290, something like that. That's to the main body itself. This is just fantastic. The more I look at it, I figure we'll just do it together. Alright, so you got your base plate there. As I said, I'm including this. Look at that. Look how old this is. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'm planning on sea freighting this level, beautiful. Sea freighting this unit, which shan't be, it's not going to be too expensive at all. Obviously it takes a long time. I'm going to mention that to everyone. You know, it used to be 6 weeks to 3 months with this COVID bullshit. Some people have been waiting 5 months, sometimes even a bit more, but people have been getting their stuff and they're like, you know, fucking yeah, beautiful. Look at all this etching, or whatever the hell you call that, all this craftsmanship that's gone involved in this thing. Yeah, that metal plate there, if you make up some kind of ceramic piece, that would be real deal. I would probably bypass that and just put some sort of rocky stuff around there, or something around there to stop sort of sand getting by it, and then put a layer of sand, and then you can start putting your incense in. Check this out. Look at that. Just the engraving itself. There's a nice house there. These dudes, this bloke's having a bit of a yawn. He's like, oh, boring game. He's pretty tired. He's about to go to bed. They're all relaxing, playing Go. So, look at that. They're playing the game of Go. Now, well, imagine having a Go board. Who would have one of those? Huh? Oh, what's that doing there? There's a Go board. What have we got here? A shogi board. There's the dragonfish. I'm shocked that no one's bought that. Check this out. I have to get my mate to. He should be here on the moment.